Hey friends, welcome to Creating This Home. Welcome. If you are new here, I am Kayla, a married mother of 5. I create content around homemaking, motherhood, cleaning motivation, and organization. So if that happens to be your jam, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe as I post every Tuesday and Saturday.
All right, friends, I am starting off tonight with cooking my family some dinner. We have some Prego sauce, some salsa here, some Mexican cheese. We also have some Sargento medium cheddar, as well as some ground beef here. This is the lean ground beef. There is some that is leaner. However, just use whatever you have on hand because that is what I'm choosing to do tonight. Also, y'all, I'm just heating up my pan so that I can go ahead and put my ground beef inside of it. I am just creating this meal as I go. I really didn't have any high hopes for it, but y'all, it turned out pretty good. Your girl did good. My kids loved the dinner tonight. They did. Especially since I was just using things that I had on hand in the refrigerator anyways that was going to go bad. Like you see the Prego sauce right there is halfway used. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do pasta tonight. I'm going to make it good. We're just going to make whatever we can out of whatever we can. So, you know what? We were just rolling with it tonight. Honestly, just rolling with it. Most nights my kids and I are in the kitchen and they keep me company while I cook, and I just kind of get creative with whatever we have on hand. Or some nights I'll ask them, hey, what would y'all like for dinner tonight? But I'm not really huge on meal prepping. I'm huge on keeping track of my day, but I'm not really huge on meal prepping. Y'all know that I love to keep my fruit prep, but as far as like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I just kind of wing it right now. I'm in that phase of life where I'm just kind of winging things. Winging it on a little faith, and that's it. Where my mamas and papas that know about that. But being in the kitchen gives me another creative outlet as I live for a good moment. In fact, you all know that my act of service to my family is giving. I love to give to my family. I also enjoy spending quality time with my family because that is just my love language, is quality time and just spending time with my little people that, you know, God has blessed us with. Moving along, these are the seasonings that I chose to use to season the food. Nothing too fancy, but it did get the job done, and my children absolutely devoured this meal, so I know it was a hit. Now I'm just stirring the pasta, just making sure that that cooks thoroughly through. I am also going to utilize this time to put away my spices, and also I'm going to use this time to just straighten up my spice cabinet as my kids have gotten a hold of a few things and it was just a little disorganized, and it's okay. I have 5 little people living up in here and it's going to get a little messy, so all is well. You see me adding the pasta sauce, the salsa, as well as the tomato paste and some water. I like to cut my tomato paste with water. I know some people prefer sugar, but I am a savory fan and I love anything savory. So, you know, that's why I opted out of the sugar and decided, hey, let's just leave it with the savory taste. It all came out well in the end, and this is my junior. He is helping me cook tonight. He's my big helper, and he was so proud of himself, and I was proud of him too. It is time to put this all together now that our noodles are done, and I am just going to layer this. And y'all, let me tell you, it turned out amazing. So now after layering everything and cheesing it up, I have one side of this for my son. As you can see, all of the slices of cheese are for him. He is weird about cheese. He will eat sliced cheese, but he will not eat shredded cheese. So I made one side for him and then the rest of it for us, but this ended up being delicious. I'm just going to pop this in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes and take it out, and it was absolutely divine. Y'all, I am definitely reliving this through my camera right now. I remember taking the aluminum foil off and losing some cheese and being like, no big deal. But you know what? There was more than enough cheese. It was okay to lose a few pieces, but I'm going to serve up my kids now. And let me tell you, they were excited to eat this. So since we already had enough cheese, I opted out of the garlic bread and decided to top my children's plate with avocado. They loved it, absolutely loved it. Tonight's meal was a hit. Moving along to my homeschool room, I will be using my Shark steam cleaner as well as this floor cleaner in both my shampooer and my Shark steam cleaner. I have a trash bag because we need it, as well as some all-purpose cleaner from Grove Collaborative. I have a microfiber cloth, and this cleaner is amazing because it's from the same company that makes this floor cleaner. So I am starting with just wiping down the table and giving it just a good wipe down because we do use this table for homeschool. This is my homeschool classroom right here, so I am just trying to get this table wiped down. A lot of the times it is stuck with glue and glitter and things that we use every day for activities that we do, as I do have a kindergartner and a first grader, so we are still very much in the fun stage of just creating puzzles and cutting and pasting and gluing and all of the things. If you don't know, I am a homeschooling mama of all 5 of my children, and this is the space that we use to homeschool. So this is a space that is very, very near and dear to my heart because we create and craft and just spend so much time in this room. So here I am just trying to get my school ready for next week. I'm purging and decluttering and just getting ready for the week coming up ahead. So while I'm going through my classroom and organizing things, I am also taking a mental note of things that need to be replaced. For instance, like dry erase markers, because my kids utilize our dry erase boards a ton for school, a ton. I mean, we have one side for the little kids and the one side for the bigger kids, and they are on these boards every day. And besides being on the boards every day for school, they love to play school. So despite them even being homeschooled, they love to play school. Also, I am keeping an eye out for any items that are low, like pencils, erasers, papers, ink for our printer, as well as ink for our pens. This is our 5th year of homeschool, so I am pretty confident in knowing what we utilize and what we don't use. My children are thriving, absolutely thriving in school. This year has been one of the best years that we've had in school because all of my children are in school, so they all actively get to participate and they're all excited about that. My bigger ones are such a huge help with the small ones. They just want to get in there and help the small ones learn, and I let them have that turn to do so. You know what I mean? Like, they love teaching their younger siblings, and it's just a blessing. It is truly a blessing to see them just building their bond as well as developing knowledge. I also love that my children are great stewards of their time and attention when they are helping others. As I mentioned before, I love being a mom. It is hands down the greatest gift, but also the hardest job I've had. But also the best, because I love being my kid's mom. It is my favorite job in the world, is being my kid's mom. So we're just going to continue to tackle this homeschool room and declutter a few things. It wasn't too bad this time because I had already done this previously a couple weeks ago. I like to keep up with this room every few weeks so it doesn't get so crazy out of control and just chaotic. To all my mamas with little ones out there, how do you store all of their school paperwork? No, my children do not go to traditional school. However, that does not dismiss the fact that they still use paper for school. And because I have 5 babies, it's always hard for me to decipher what stays and what goes. So in these storage bins that you see that I have, these wicker baskets, is where I store most of my kids' paperwork. So everything from reading to science, right on down to math, is stored right here in this cube organizer where the bins are. And that's the best way that I found to store my kids' paperwork. I know some people have totes. I do the tote system for all of my kids' newborn clothes or anything that's memorabilia to us. So yes, that is how I store all of my kids' schoolwork or anything, artwork or anything that they have that they want to keep or that I want to keep for them. I just utilize this whole system over here for our homeschool stuff. Mamas, papas, let me know, what do you guys do for your homeschool stuff? Because I still end up with a ton of paper too, you know. I don't think that it's anything that we can actually get away from. It's just, paper is just going to be inevitable when you have small children in school. So here y'all see me. I have had quite a few outfit changes. So I pulled out the stools and I went on a date with my husband that night. And then the next day I decided, you know what, let me get back in here, really get a good vacuum in this homeschool room so that I could then shampoo the carpet, because it had been a while since I've shampooed the rug in here, and I really needed to get in here and get it done, because again, with this being our homeschool room, there's glue and so much gunk just caked up in this carpet, or this rug rather. I needed to get it out. So that's what you see me doing here. All right, friends, so this is what the water is looking like from the shampooer after shampooing the rug. I was able to get a full shampoo on that rug, and y'all, I am spilling this stuff all over the place. It's all right, I get it cleaned up. But here I am going in a second time with the shampooer because there was some stuff stuck in the rug that was just ungodly. It was just unfriendly and it was not coming out. So I figured it would be better for me to go in a second time just to get everything up and just to make sure that I did get everything up. This is the second time that I am emptying this, and let me tell you, I am not at all shocked by how gross this is. I mean, again, this is a very high traffic area that I'm cleaning. I homeschool here. My kids play in here. They eat their snacks in here. So we use this room pretty heavy. And I am just so grateful and so thankful to have the equipment as well as the solution, the water, and everything else that goes in this machine to be able to clean this floor. Mamas, if you have started spring cleaning, let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't started spring cleaning, do you plan on spring cleaning? Is it your thing, not your thing? Always interested. Just let me know in the comments below. So here I am just showing you a few products and items that I will be utilizing to clean these stools. These are my children's homeschool stools and they are disgusting, just gross. But you can only imagine 5 students sit on these 4 days a week. So with crafting and creating, this is to be expected. However, I am going to get started on cleaning these stools with some all-purpose cleaner from Growth Collaborative. I am also using my Shark steam mop today. I'm going to get that turned on so that I can place it on top of the stools and start giving these stools a good deep cleaning. So I chose to use my Shark steam mop instead of my shampooer because well, for one, these needed a good steam cleaning first, and then my plan was to go in with the shampooer, and I actually did that off camera. I went in with the shampooer on these because the sides of them needed to really be cleaned, and I knew that this Shark this Shark steam mop was not going to be able to get the sides of these chairs. So the shampooer did come in handy, but I just didn't do it on camera. I would definitely call this a success considering the fact that I used a steam mop to clean my microfiber stools for my kids. So I'm happy, they're happy, and that's all that matters. All right, friends, it is yet another day and another outfit later. I am cleaning my console table. My console table is right across from my homeschool room. So quite naturally, I was just like, look, since I'm cleaning this homeschool room, I got to take care of this console table as well as this runner that is in front of the door. I also made sure to let the stools dry for a couple of days before my students were able to use them again. So we just ended up doing our homeschool at our dining room table instead of our homeschool table, which worked out perfectly fine because our dining room table is bigger than our homeschool table. So we just had a little bit more space to work with, which my kids enjoyed anyways. So it was definitely time for me to get over here and tackle this area as it was littered with dust. And you know what? I am so grateful and thankful that I just took heed to the opportunity to get over here and clean this area because, you know, as a mother, I don't always feel like cleaning, but you know what? I take gratitude in the fact that my space is clean, and because I have a clean space, you know, my mental health is better, and because my mental health is better, I can be a better person, I can be a better mom, I can be a better wife. And so I just try to think of things like that. I turn the negative into a positive. And so to all my mamas and papas out there, you do not have to be motivated alone. You know, put me on your TV, throw me on your tablet, on your phone, put me in your ear, on your Bluetooth ear pods or whatever you have. You know, we can stay connected and we can stay motivated together. You know, follow me on Instagram over at Kreatingthishome. I'm a whole ham over there. But I am here for you. Any way that I can help motivate you, definitely make sure that you keep me in your background so that, you know, we can do this together. Now that my console table is all nice, neat, and clean, I can finally move along to shampooing the rug right in front of my door. So this runner is another high traffic area because we utilize our front door a lot. I am taking out this water, which you see is not as dirty or as filthy as the homeschooling rug, but needless to say, it was still pretty nasty. Honestly, guys, this felt amazing to get done. I mean, to have fresh, clean carpets. I don't have to do this for another couple weeks. I mean, this is a mini celebration. Like, this is a mini celebration, honestly, just to get these bigger chores done and just to have the regular house maintenance that, hey, I'm cheering for it. We all know how it feels to dread the bigger task. And even when you are excited about the bigger task, I notice for me, when I'm excited, it's because I have broken the bigger task up into just days, and then broken those days up into section, and then just reduced it from there. So things don't feel so hard, and I'm not overwhelmed and stressed just because I'm not organized. But if you just plan out and just get those projects or tasks reduced to its simplest form. I know I'm sounding like a school teacher, but if you just reduce it to its simplest form, break those bigger tasks down to small tasks, you'll have no problem with it. It's a guarantee. And if you're good with just winging it on faith, you don't mind that, and that's the way that you conquer things, do your thing, mama, do your thing. But for others like myself, make sure you are planning out and organizing. For those of us that crave that organization and, crave writing down things and having that list, it's all right to organize. It is all right if you just can't wing it on a little bit of faith and you got to have some organization. I am like that. I crave organization with everything besides cooking. I do. I need it. But I'm just going to fold this laundry up, get it put in its correct space, and then I'm going to take all of my boys' clothes to their room and get their clothes put away. All right, friends, leave me a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite household chore and why. For me, I love doing the laundry. I absolutely love doing it. It's a special connection with the laundry that I have, and that is when I was small. My mom would put all the laundry on her bed after she would finish drying it, of course, and I would just lay there in the warm pile while she folded the laundry, and she would just talk to me. And so we just have a special bond over the laundry. And that is where my love for the laundry came from. If anybody was ever interested in why, I always say I don't mind doing the laundry, or I just love doing the laundry, is because my mom and I would do the laundry together. Even when I was a teen, I just always was beside her whenever she was doing the laundry. I've always gravitated towards her while she was doing the laundry, and I would just talk to her, or she would talk to me, or we would just converse about things that, mother-daughter time type of thing. So I that's where my love for laundry came from. And as you can see, I am putting away everything as I said I would. I am also going to go through a pile of towels that were folded. These towels ended up being my kids' shower towels. One of them I ended up tossing because, kids get things all over towels. No explanation needed, just that's it. But yes, after I get these folded and put away, I am going to go ahead and give this living room a good vacuum. So here I am just vacuuming the floor, and actually this vacuum just did not suck up well enough. So I had to pivot and use my big shark vacuum because the suction on the other vacuum just was not doing it for me. It just wasn't doing anything. So I got my Big Shark vacuum and it picked up everything. I mean, all the feathers and the beads and anything else that was in the rug, because my kids were doing making necklaces in here as well as bracelets and things like that. So I was able to get all of the things out of this rug with this vacuum. And I'm just so happy that I had a backup vacuum. But you know, these things happen. Okay, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that like my videos, that watch my videos, that give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe now, as I post every Tuesday and Saturday. Again, guys, this spring I will be going through my entire house and decluttering all of my closets and organizing all of my closets as well as my entire home. So you do not want to miss out on that. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Also, make sure you check out the description box below as I will have all my videos linked in a playlist. Thanks for watching.
I won't make it easy for you now.